Hi, welcome back to another gin review from Lempens Cocktails. Today, we're going to be reviewing YUZU GIN. This is made here in Japan, and instead of being a vodka base like most gin, it is based off of shochu, which is made a lot here in Japan, and this is a sweet potato based one, so it's going to have a much bigger and more in-depth flavor, I think, to start out with. And it's infused with the normal stuff like juniper berries, cloves, coriander, but it also has some yuzu and some local peppers and citrus flavors as well. There's not too much more to say about it without trying it, so let's go ahead and give it a try. So this is supposed to be like a London Dry type gin. It's not supposed to be any type of like Old Tom or Jennifer copy. They're just trying to make a refreshing look on a London Dry style, so it is technically like a London Dry type gin. And off the nose, you really get those full juniper berries with a little bit of backing of the yuzu. Let's go ahead and give it a try. This has a really good and unique taste to it. It definitely tastes like gin. There's no doubt about that. The juniper is up front, right where it should be. It's juniper strong, but there's something, all the other flavors going on. The yuzu, the sansho pepper, the peppers that are in there, a little bit of that clove really comes through strongly. This is really tasty. It's got a big flavor though. It's not like you'd get lost in a cocktail at all. It's not as dry and flat as a lot of London Dry gins, which, you know, obviously they're supposed to be dry, but this has a big flavor to it. I'm really curious to see how this will play out in a cocktail. I want to just start out and make a normal, basic gimlet and really see how it plays up in there with some basic lime juice and simple syrup. Let's go ahead and make a quick gimlet. We're back with our gimlet. So just for full disclosure, my gimlet recipe is 2 ounces of gin, 3/4 of an ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice, and 1/2 ounce of rich simple syrup. That's 2 to 1 simple syrup. Let's go ahead and try it in this cocktail. So I usually use Plymouth gin in most of my gin cocktails, but this yuzu gin has such a huge flavor to it, and not like in a in-your-face junipery way, but just in a really delicious kind of like full taste. I don't know really, that's not the best way to describe it, but it doesn't really lack anything. And with the lime juice in the gimlet, you kind of just get this bright citrus, but not overly harsh flavor. It's really tasty, and I think it's really good. So I recently finished reading Smuggler's Cove, the big tiki book, and the author was saying that the best way to try out rums is in a daiquiri, and I think the same thing works for gin with gimlets. Because in future reviews, I think the gimlet is just a good solid way forward to keep trying more gins and, you know, have a good solid foundation for what they taste like compared to the other ones. Because to be honest, I'm not a huge gin and tonic drinker, and so me reviewing that over and over again would be 1, uninteresting for me, and 2, just not really honest towards my taste. And I don't think I can give like a really good, solid review on it. So overall, with this yuzu gin, I think this is great. It definitely works well in a gimlet. You know, I don't really drink neat gin too often, but you could. It's definitely good, definitely flavorful. Price-wise, it's about $45 a bottle, which is pretty pricey for gin. It's 47 ABV, so that's great. I love a high-proof gin. It's not quite as high as my favorite Navy Strength from Plymouth, but it's up there. It's definitely got a big taste, and it's not gonna get lost in a cocktail. Overall, this is a pretty great gin. I'm glad to have it in my cabinet now. I'm excited to make some new drinks with it and see what this yuzu and sweet potato base can really bring to the table. So cheers. There'll be probably more gin reviews coming in the future because I really do want more people to, you know, enjoy gin. So my last gin review was the Delirium beer gin review, and I really kind of enjoyed doing it because there's not a ton of gin reviews I see, and a lot of people stray away from gin because it's not the most popular spirit, but I'd like to talk about it more because it's so delicious and it works well in so many cocktails. So, you know, if you have any gins you'd like me to review on the channel, please leave a comment below and let me know. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Check out some of our other videos. There'll be more gin reviews coming in the future, and maybe other spirits too. So yeah, cheers.